Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 7. The House of Representatives has approved legislation to strengthen the integrity of Jamaica's financial system. The Proceeds of Crime Money Laundering Prevention Amendment Regulations 2019 was passed on Tuesday. The amendments will make the law fully compliant with the Financial Action Task Force and bolster the efforts of law enforcement and other stakeholders to stem money laundering.
The evaluation report indicated that of the 40 recommendations, Jamaica is partially compliant with 21 and non-compliant with 2. As a country, we must address these technical compliance deficiencies with urgency or risk Financial Action Task Force making a public statement regarding the jurisdiction's anti-money laundering deficiencies.
The amendments increase the fines for breaching the regulations. A new regulation has also been inserted to protect the integrity of the country's financial system by instituting measures that impose limits on business transactions and provide for frequent reports and audits of business activities. In other news, a $29 million contract was signed Wednesday for the construction of the Caenwood Health Center at Point Hill, St. Catherine. Ground was also broken for the Type 3 Health Center, which is now temporarily housed at the Point Hill Community Center. The new facility should be opened in 6 months' time. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the new purpose-built health center will expand the services offered. These will include more frequent doctor's visits, mental health services, and a wellness program.
It's not just about the preventative services, giving advice about lifestyle and so on. It's adding some curative services through the doctors who will do their diagnosis and nurses. It also will involve access to prescription drugs. The other thing that is going to be added to this facility periodically is an oral care service.
The new health center will be named in honor of the late former Deputy Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for the area, Dr. Caenwood.
Setting this clinic in his memory will provide a permanent, not only a permanent memory, but I expect the clinic will provide the kind of service that will provide a permanent, will allow a permanent part of his character to remain with the people of West Central St. Catherine.
Cabinet has approved contracts totaling $1.7 billion for the provision of security and related services at health facilities across the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA. During Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House, Minister with Oversight for Information, Carl Samuda, announced that the contracts would cover a 3-year period. $436.6 million will be used to secure the Bustamante Hospital for Children, National Chest Hospital, Hope Institute, and the Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center. $348 million will provide security services for the Kingston and St. Andrew Health Department, along with all health centers across the corporate area. Meanwhile, $355 million has been set aside to provide security for the Kingston Public and Victoria Jubilee hospitals.
Marksman Limited has been issued a contract valuing $383 million for security and related services at the Spanish Town Hospital, St. Catherine Health Center offices, Linstead Hospital, and selected health centers. And we also gave approval for a contract to Atlas Protection Limited in the amount of $194 million for security and other related services at the Princess Margaret Hospital in St. Thomas, Health Department offices, and selected health centers.
Also coming out of Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing is the award of a 10-year contract to City and Guilds International Limited. The contract, which is valued at £12.2 million, is for the provision of examinations and certification of students.
Under the contract, City and Guilds will provide testing and certification for selected students in grade 11, 12, and 13 in the areas of mathematics, English, engineering, and 16 occupational areas for TVET-oriented students.
Mr. Samuda says the arrangement offers a gateway for persons to engage in the kinds of study that will enable them to move into fields of engineering and other related areas. Jamaicans will soon have access to a mobile app which gives greater access to government and its services. The e-participation and e-engagement app will allow persons to interface with government, give ideas and submit issues and concerns. It will be rolled out shortly by eGov Jamaica Limited. The agency's CEO, Maurice Barnes, made the disclosure Monday during an OPM Connect session at Jamaica House.
If you have potholes on your roads, if you have missing street lights, garbage collection, etc. This is something which we want to bring in all the stakeholders across GOJ to be a part of that platform, and that's something that we're coming out with very soon.
Mr. Barnes says the agency is also working on creating more people-centered mobile apps so that government entities may increase their services to the people.
There is the Tax Administration of Jamaica. We're also working with them on a mobile app as well, which will allow, like you said, paying taxes much easier. Within a couple of weeks, you should be able to go on and do your property taxes, and then we'll roll that out to traffic tickets. We're also working with the Minister of National Security, with the JCF as well, on other mobile capabilities for the police force.
These mobile app platforms are part of a suite of initiatives being carried out by eGov Jamaica Limited to transform the country into a digital society. And finally, municipal corporations across the country are to embark on a tree planting exercise in line with the 3 Million Trees initiative. 1,500 trees will be planted in each parish by the island's mayors and councillors. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie says the 3 Million Trees project, which was recently launched by the Prime Minister, will help to strengthen the country's capacity to withstand disasters such as flooding and landslides.
We're a coastal country. All our important organizations sit next to the ocean. Our parliament, our bank, our courts, our 2 major international airports, our oil refinery, you name it. Only the parishes of Manchester, Clarendon, St. Catherine, the parishes are a distance away from the coast. We therefore have to take disaster seriously.
Minister McKenzie was speaking on Sunday during the National Church Service in observance of Local Government and Community Month. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.